Let's get it on.
I top Billin. You already know what time it is. Very excited to be talking about my man Harold Perkins Jr. from that Freak Factory, LSU. They done produced another freak, a freak among freaks, and your man Harold Perkins is just the latest in a long line of them. Now, I love the way Matt House here, LSU's defensive coordinator, runs his multiplistic approach. You have a guy like Harold Perkins, right? Remember, a true freshman. I believe he has something like 7.5 sacks right now. 4 came in one game, this particular game right here, and you can see how he's generating those type of sacks. It's almost foolproof, right? You can see on the regular base down and distance here, you can see the two edge players being Ali Gay and your man B.J. Ojulari, who I still think is the most talented player on that defense currently because he can do so many things. Definitely want to see B.J. out here in the Mid-Atlantic playing for, I don't know, one of these teams, the Jets, somebody. Come on. But check this out right here. So they usually run kind of a 3 and a bump on base downs, meaning you'll have your 3 down linemen here, and a guy like B.J. Ojulari, depending on the strength of the formation, he can bump out and stand in a motorcycle stand so he can be ready to attack the flats or perhaps work in coverage against the tight end. And, of course, he can get his rush on there. However, you can also get a late approach right here by that man, Harold Perkins, right? And then that can make kind of your odd front scheme, be kind of like a 3-4. But Harold can do a lot of different shit. That man is a defensive weapon, straight up. He's like the front 7 version of the Honey Badger. Keep that in mind. Now check this out right here. You'll see it. Here's Perkins right now. You take that snapshot, you get the 3 in the bump right here, to the strength of the line, to the strength of the offensive formation. Here is B.J. Ojulari with that number 18 jersey on. That's hard. And right here you get Perkins, and watch this. Late ad here. Oh, you trying to run him off, and Spakataya. Pile drives Malik Hornsby into a coma. Malik Hornsby rethinking his entire career way back through infancy and everything like that. What is he doing right there? Why is he? He's done. He was cooked from then and there. But check this out right here. You got Knox coming around on the cross formation block. He's able to skirt around that. Man, he looks so much like Von Miller. It's incredible to watch on the field right here. I don't know if it's that number 40 jersey. It's the build. It's everything right there. That man's able to skirt around that, show some extreme quickness and dexterity right there. Look at him. He's able to work off the pump and still keep himself. Malik Hornsby was in a rock in a hard place, and he paid for it. Splut. Tire. Now, if you follow the channel for however many years, you know I'm a big proponent on rushing 3, dropping 8 on some of these schemes and flooding the field with nothing but speed. Now, people will be like, well, what about the pass rush and all this? Eventually, the pass rush is going to get there no matter what. It might take a little bit more time, but usually what happens, just like 2019 LSU, remember, I was trying to get people to rush 3, drop 8 against Joe Burrow and them, and nobody had the athletes or nobody had the wherewithal to really do it on a consistent basis, or you wouldn't want to go to it all the time, but in certain situations, I believe that it could definitely help. But if you have somebody like this, look at this dude right here. You have that man right there, and this is their fabricated pressure schemes. You throw him in a 3 technique on a motorcycle stance and really bluff the B gap here, but all he's doing is really spying. You still got B.J. Ojulari here, able to flush. And, of course, you got all eyes on the quarterback. Eventually, they're going to run out of routes, right? The routes are designed to only go so far till someone has to detach. Then that's where you have a spy like this who can run. And this dude right here, look at him. You see that? Boom. He faked the rush. Now look at him. Malik Hornsby's thinking he's rushing. He's going to have a clear lane. You influence Malik Hornsby to get out, and this guy is he's just unbelievably explosive. Check this out. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Ran right down the line of scrimmage, how you would teach it, to erase an angle. That's incredible defensive back type speed right here. Malik Hornsby can run as well. And look at that. Him close the distance. Looking like the water boy out there. Boom. My man out there hitting like the water boy. and then letting them know about it as well. Come on, he loves his mama very much. Thank you. Come on, man. That is a hell of a scheme right there. I love that. And they do that quite a bit with him. You'll see a lot of his sacks aren't really from a normal line of scrimmage set. He's just working right here and waiting for someone to detach because, look, they done flooded the field and they have eyes on the quarterback and these routes are running out. And that's all she wrote. So naturally you're going to flush and then splatter wax. Splatter whacked and fertilized that man right there. Just being an overall menace. A straight up menace to football society. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Standing over that man like that. Come on now. Same deal right here. Fabricated pressure schemes. You can run that however you want. You can throw B.J. Ojolari in here, who is a great natural pass rusher from an original line of scrimmage set. Still have him out there with this dude, but not having to place him anywhere but in a spiral. He's like one of them hood pit bulls, right? You ever had to run from a pit bull in the hood? You can run and zigzag and do all that you want. Your ass is grass. That's how it is with this man right here. Check this out. He didn't even move. He just stood there waiting for Malik Hornsby. And you can see right here, all eyes. This is playing coverage across the board right here. So rushing 3, dropping 8, technically not dropping 8 because you have him not dropping in the coverage here. He's your pit bull spy. And, of course, don't run and zigzag. It doesn't matter. He still got you. You can see Malik Hornsby. You can hear the fear. Malik Hornsby's like, help me, please. Please help me. It don't matter. You ain't getting away from this man. I don't know. I would love to see this man spy Lamar Jackson, though. That would be hard. See who's got that first step quickness. Lamar Jackson, quick as a hiccup. Same thing with Harold Perkins. It's being able to get that 0 to 60 speed. Getting up to full speed extremely quickly. That's what Harold Perkins is about. That's why I think it's going to be tough for anybody if they keep running this scheme to just significantly detach from this man. You got to muscle relax him or something, and he's too good of a tackler at that in open space. Remember, he's naturally an off-ball linebacker. You can play him along the line of scrimmage, he'd be great. You play him off-ball, he's great. It does not matter. That is that Von Miller. Von Miller, I remember him playing in a 4-3 under scheme, and he was off-ball a lot, but then on money downs, they would attach him to the line of scrimmage. And, of course, we know Von played in a 3-4 as well, on the line of scrimmage, not even as one of the 2 off-ball linebackers. That's the versatility that a Harold Perkins gives this LSU defense. Now, this time you'll see him not even in the front 7 or 1, 2, 3, not even in the front, put it that way. Your man is out here at a normal weak side outside linebacker out in space. He's in a normal position out there. You can see the back here releases out into the formation there, and then look who's out there to get a tackle in space here. Take that snapshot. There's Harold Perkins way out at depth, right? Remember, coverage across the board. This is almost just like your normal covered 2 here. So get it to the back. Look who's there. Excellent tackle out in space. A sure tackler there. All the way out there, and this is a guy you've seen rushing the quarterback and spying, but he's still able to rumble, bumble, and stumble, and keep his balance there, head on the outside, make a legit tackle. Harold Perkins, Pitbull Perkins. All right, back to the sacrificing of Malik Hornsby. You can see that man again in his spiral, and same exact deal here. Hell of a game plan, rush 3. Drop 8, all eyes on the quarterback here. Kind of a combination coverage where there is a bit of a man principle going on depending on the area the receiver goes in. But as you can see here, there's pretty much coverage across the board. So after a while, that internal clock is going to go off and you're going to try to escape. And we doing this again, sir. Come on. You know when you get chased by that pit bull, anything you have in your hand, your groceries or something like that, it's something barely nick your skin, you gonna drop it. Trying to run with his groceries right there. Soon as Harold Perkins touches him, Pitbull Perkins makes that. Look, the ball came out easier than a $2 hooker. Come on. What do we do here? That man was afraid. Pitbull on his ass. Here he is again out in space. You can see him work through a block way out on the edges out here, almost at cornerback land here. You can see them trying to run this screen pass, and he's able to get by that, stack and shed the block, get off of that. He's on it. That's what I'm saying. Think about where he's playing. He's literally lining up at a 3 technique or right over the guard sometimes, and being a spy, lining up on the edge, coming off on, which I'll show a little bit later as well, and then playing way out in space as kind of a weak side player role there, stacking and shedding blocks out in space, and being on the all EMT team right there, first responders, salute. All right, now you get to see him as almost a 3-4 outside linebacker. At the very least, even though this is an even front alignment, you see him opposite B.J. Ojulari with those 2 inside linebackers. So you see a lot of these odd front teams go to this in their nickel packages. You get to see him rush from a motorcycle stance out wide, and my man running the arc here is something special. First step explosion like you wouldn't believe. Oh, look at him dip it low. Christina Milian would be proud. What are we doing here? Look at this. My man slow plays it, right? Staying relatively high in his pad level in an effort to really turn it on, right? Really accelerates there and then dips it to where my man can't even get a hand on him. Look at that. Ain't nobody getting that low. That does not work at Magic City in Atlanta somewhere. What the hell? This man's knees is scrubbing the ground damn near, and he's able to turn the corner here on Cade Ford and block his shot damn near. Love it. Absolutely love it. Speaking of that explosiveness here, you see him working out almost like an overhang defender here. And look at this. Jahmyr Gibbs couldn't even react in time to keep that man from splatter whacking Bryce Young. Yeah. Got that inside out pass protection read by Jahmyr Gibbs here. And you can see him step up, having a read on the inside, and then trying to double back to the outside. It does not matter. Pitbull Perkins way too fast for that, runs by that, and Bryce Young saw it and just had to mission abort. Right? He just pretty much just threw it out there. So you know what that did in turn? So obviously they talked about that in the huddle, and you can see that man in the pressure that he puts on an edge player like J.C. Latham. So I want you to watch this exchange here. Not only does he have Harold Perkins right here as an overhang defender, they tried to widen him out by bringing the tight end in motion and flipping the formation that way, flipping the strength that way. It didn't work because he was on a blitz anyway. It will just be up to one of the third-level players or a cornerback or just zone in general to be able to get him. So he's still in play, and Latham knows this. Watch Latham point at him. See that? He's like, man, who's got him? He's like, come on, man, somebody give me some help. I got Ojulari and Harold Perkins potentially coming on this one right here, and look what it makes him do. He's like, keeps looking over there. He's like, he's like, he made a move. He was like Tupac in the movie Juice, when Tupac just wanted to shoot the store clerk guy and said he made a move, even though the store clerk guy didn't do anything.
Come on, man. You didn't have to shoot him, man. He made a move. He ain't made no fucking move, man. He did. Lying, man. I was looking right at you.
He's up there looking at Ojulari. He looking at Perkins, looking at Ojulari, looking at Perkins, and it makes him panic. Come on, man. He even clapped his hands like, dang. Dang, y'all. We had to point at the man. Come on, fam. All right, here we go again. You see him in his normal pit bull role here, this time going against Bryce Young. More of the same here. Rush 3, flood the field, or drop 8, and then look at him. Pit bull and got Bryce Young as well. Come on. Bryce Young trying to flush to the short side of the field. Ain't going to happen. Too much speed and quickness there for Harold Perkins. So, hey, there you go again, man. NFLSU with another freak for the Freak Factory. That will be Harold Perkins. Let me know what you think about Harold Perkins, guys. All right. It's your boy, Mid-Atlantic Murph. Thank you for watching, and strike the band.
What more can I say,
Top Billin.